So we're going to be looking at how you can go and start a business in easy 4 steps and make the planning process really simple. So take a piece of paper and write A, B, C and write down the category that you want in those papers that you're going to think they're going to be the easiest for you to actually go and implement. So the first category you're going to start is A. And this is what type of business you're going to start. You're going to start a service-based business or you're going to start a product-based business. So I would highly recommend, if you've never started a business before and you don't have a massive budget, do not go and start a product-based business. A product-based business needs a lot of capital to get off the ground. You can start it for free, but it's a hassle and it takes a lot of effort. And the profit margins that you make isn't really even close to the range you make as a service-based business if you don't have an extra income maybe, or you have a lot of money saved up. So I would recommend starting out with a service-based business. Let's start with category B. So B is a budget. And the second option is free. So by this I mean, what do you have to put in your business to market your business? Are you going to use a budget that you set out every month? You maybe have another income stream that you can take some of that and use as a budget to jumpstart your business? Or do you need to go and use the free method of marketing? So if you need to go and use the free method, it's not a train smash. I started out completely free. I only had a very cheap website and I didn't use any ads. All I did was go and door knock the whole time till I got a few clients that I was able to now in 2020 for the first time that I'm able to go and use a budget in my business to market my business a little bit more easier. So go and write down on your paper, you're going to use the free method or a budget method. With this said, budget is a lot easier and faster to get clients. Free takes a while. It took me a few months to get a few clients. So if you're going the free method or you don't have a budget, you may be a college graduate or you just don't want to invest any money yet into the business, take the free route and take maybe 6 months and ready yourself for a slow start, but it's going to be a lot of hard work, but you learn a lot of skills by using the free method. I would highly recommend starting free and putting the budget aside till you know you get good at your craft and that you know that you can actually go and help clients on the free plan. So as I said, if you want to go use the free plan, just go and door knock, door to door. And you can cold call. And I've also used maybe Facebook Messenger to reach out to people and Instagram as well. But going and knocking doors, easiest way I found clients and the fastest way I found clients. And you meet people and people remember you for maybe in the future that they want a website or need some kind of service, that they remember your face. So I would highly recommend going door knocking. So write that down on the piece of paper, which one of these two options you're going to choose. So the next one is the type of businesses that I started with, the services. So these services, I didn't go to college or learn them from anyone. I literally went onto YouTube and taught myself how to use these type of services. And then I went into the marketplace and I actually went and implemented what I learned. And over the years, while using the free method, getting clients and actually going and perfecting my craft. So let's quickly start. The first service you can use, it's quite easy to learn, but you do need some patience, is web development. Another type of thing you can also use, all of these services are actually outsourceable. So if you maybe know someone that is a web developer, you can actually pay him a sum of the money or give him 50% of the sum that you're getting to build the website. You can only concentrate on selling using the free method or even the budget method. And you don't have to go to one and actually going and developing the website or doing any of these services. So there is a way around this if you want to start faster, but you're not going to make as much profit as you actually going and teaching yourself the services first. So the first one, as I said, was web development. So web development, especially WordPress, Squarespace and Wix. I would highly recommend, if you start out, just get good in Squarespace and Wix. You don't need anything more than that. I am quite proficient in WordPress, and because I've been doing this for a few years now and I needed to learn WordPress to do some extra stuff. But when you're just starting out, you'll see there's hundreds of tutorials on YouTube how to use especially Squarespace. I love Squarespace because it's really easy to use. And another one you can also use is Shopify. Go and teach yourself Shopify. You're not going to get a lot of e-commerce clients, but it's a really big sum if you do land maybe a brick and mortar store that is like selling fashion or whatever, that you can maybe build an online store for them. That's a lot of money you can quickly make by just using Shopify. You don't need any coding for Squarespace or Shopify. So you can just go and teach yourself those two platforms first. So content creation, what this means is you're actually going out, and this is going to maybe take some money for you that you need to invest, or as I also said, if you know a photographer or a videographer that you can use and partner up with, while you do the selling, he actually goes out and do the work, and he creates the content that you're going to be using in the next step I'm going to show you now. So actually go, if you want to do it yourself, I actually had someone that's helping me do it for a while, but then I bought my own gear, my own cams, and all of that stuff, and I taught myself how to edit really well and how to do the work basically by myself. So what I would go and recommend is you just buy a normal cheap camera, like this one I'm going to quickly show you. Something like this. This is a Canon 200D, it's the cam I started out with. It's the easiest cam ever to work. You maybe need like maybe a week or two to teach yourself on YouTube how to use it and maybe to get really professional with it. But this camera is amazing. I see there is a 250D out now that is 4K as well, but you don't need any more than this. This stuff you can pick up for under $1,000. If you're in the US or anywhere else in the world, around under 1,000 euros or pounds or so, you can pick this cam up. So in the US, I think this is called a T3 Rebel. In other countries, this is the 200D. So I would highly recommend just go and pick up one of these cams. They are amazing and you don't need anything else. And then maybe just make sure you have a medium lens and maybe a longer lens as well if you're doing maybe a bit of outside shooting too. So the next business model is, let's say you've created content or a video for a client, or you have someone made it for you, or anything in that range, but the content is created. Another service that is quite easy actually to learn, I think this is the easiest of all the services I have on yet to learn, most people already can do this, is just learning how to manage content. Website management is a little bit more difficult. You need to teach yourself how to do that, especially Squarespace is really easy to go and learn when you're going and implementing this. But posting on Instagram, Twitter or Facebook, anyone can do that. It's really not difficult. If you have a Facebook account, you can already do this. You don't need to go and learn anything else. So then it's just by going and maybe selling the two services together, where you actually go, you create the content for the business, and then you also sell them a managing that you get a monthly retainer for. So the next service is a little bit more difficult. This one actually takes a bit of practice, and you actually need to have maybe at least 3 to 6 month experience to know how to do this really good if you're using multiple platforms. I would say start out with only Facebook. Facebook is amazing for using ads. Ads is another service that you can add to your repertoire of services. Remember, you also don't just need to use one of these services. Me myself, I use all of these services in the business I'm running now at the moment. I actually sell web development first, then I move on to content creation and then ad management for the client as well. So this is a nice ladder you can use to sell your client as well. Ad management is another beast. You really need to know what you're doing. If you're just going and checking out YouTube and just throwing up ads, you're going to be wasting people's money. You need to go and actually learn how to go and catch leads for business and how to actually go and get them results on Facebook. I would say start out with just Facebook and then move to AdWords. AdWords is something different. It's a little bit more technical, but Facebook is really easy to go out and use. So just go, you'll find it everywhere on YouTube, quick tutorials how to use ads, and I would really recommend you actually go and investing in a course on how to actually use Facebook marketing. So go and teach yourself Facebook marketing. If you've already maybe got 3 of these services that you're already using in your business, or at least one of them, and then later go teach yourself how to run ads. It's really priceless, and it's a skill that really few people know how to do successfully. So if you know how to do it successfully, you can not only just run it for businesses, but then you can actually, if you have a budget, because you've already taught yourself some of these services that you have for 1 or 2 clients, then you have a budget now to go and run your own ads. So everything here ties in together. You can use all of these services and implement them in your own businesses as well. If you found this video helpful, we would really appreciate it if you go and subscribe and hit the like button. We are going to be pushing out at least once a week content similar to this, where we help you to get your business off the ground, or to at least help you in some way to get your business started, or to manage your own business in a better way, especially marketing and so forth. So make sure to go and subscribe down below.